This is a review of last night's Night Callers program, which was a great show. The guest was Jaime Avalos, Jaime of SierraSasquatch.net. You can also get to his website by going to SierraSasquatch.com. If you really, if you want to take a look at his website, it's a great website. He's got a great blog there, which kind of keeps up with his progress and his research, and it's a great thing. I thought that Jaime was a great guest. He always is, actually. He's been on Night Callers. This was his third time. He talked about his current research. He talked about how he has found some interesting anomalies. He's found some interesting anomalies in the Sierra Mountains. He talked about that he's found a snake with no head up there in the Sierras. He has found he has found different things. He documented on video where he'd found a snake in the wintertime, a dead snake in the winter, that he believes was left to him by one of the Sasquatches. He leaves treats up there. Not so much. He's not so much feeding them. He's just giving them treats. He says that. Because I asked him, because I called in and I asked him what sort of treats does he leave out there, and he said it's not so much what you give them, it's the spirit in which you give it to them. In other words, it is how you give it to them. If you have a spirit of, hey, I'd like to get to know you, I'd like some cooperation, maybe we can, interact with each other, then they'll be more apt to take the food from you. But if you go in with a nasty attitude or a mean attitude, as in perhaps you want to kill them or shoot them, then that's the wrong approach. But Jaime talked quite a bit about the approaches that he takes to this. What he does is he goes in there and he wears dark clothing, which helps him blend in with the shadows. He goes in there with all kinds of different equipment. One thing he said is that he does not go in there armed. He does not go in there armed because about the only things he might have to worry about in the Sierras would be cougars and black bear. But he does his best to avoid those. He does his best to avoid those and attempt to circumvent them. Obviously, he wouldn't want to have a nasty run-in with either one of those. And he talked about some of the things he has found, where he'll leave treats for them, and they will leave him things in return, which I found interesting. Anyway, I did call in during the second hour, and I asked him about the treats thing. I also asked him what sort of footwear does he use, does he utilize, and he said that he goes for the cheap shoes or boots. He doesn't go in for the expensive stuff, which can fall apart pretty easily. Footers was about the Homo floresiensis, or the Hobbit, which I also believe it was a continuation of last week's Night Callers footers subject. The footers in the field. And Lauren also had a tip, a survival tip, which I cannot remember at this present time. Sorry, Lauren, I can't remember it, honey. But it was a really interesting survival tip. And all in all, it was one of the better shows that I've heard, and it was a great show. It really was. I really enjoyed it. Next week, there's going to be another fellow from the SierraSasquatch.net, Larry Lesh, is going to be the guest on Night Callers next Sunday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Eastern, 6 Central, www.blogtalkradio.com/nightcallers. And as always, we do encourage you to please tune in and support great research. Now, tomorrow night, this is a reminder, tomorrow night on A&E, Strange Days with Bob Saget premieres. And one of the 2 premiere episodes will be about our favorite hairy hirsute hominid, the Sasquatch, the Bigfoot. It'll begin at 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central. It'll feature the segment that Bob Saget shot with the BFRO last April in Washington State. And that'll be, again, 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central on A&E. Check your local listings for time and channel. If you're on the West Coast, I'm not sure what time it'll come on. May come on late. May come on at 9:30 your time. Or 10:30 your time, if you're on the West Coast. But it should be an interesting segment. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It'll be the first new segment on Sasquatch that I've seen on television in several months. Well, actually, no. Well, there was the Fact or Fake segment that was on about 3 weeks ago. I almost forgot about that. But anyway, I'm still leaving out food items for my Sasquatch creatures around here, and they are taking them. I've left out some Nutella last night, and they took it. And I'm leaving out tonight, I'm leaving out Nutella mixed with peanut butter. And we'll see what kind of results that gets. They love burger patties. They love bacon. Oh, they love bacon. Because I find the packages not completely ripped, but ripped a little. Just enough to where they can get in there and just pull the bacon out. It's amazing. And they don't leave a mess. They really don't leave a mess, fortunately. But they just pull the bacon out and they eat it, I guess. And knowing them, they probably eat it in one gulp. One bite. But I find it interesting that they're still doing this. I'm going to be posting some videos pretty soon on what I have found, some of the things I have found. I've got the videos on my camera, I just haven't loaded them onto my computer yet. Once I do that, I will be sure to show them to you guys. I've got some pretty cool stuff, pretty exciting stuff. So stay tuned for that. And I want to thank everybody who listened to HBM's Crypto-Corner last Wednesday night. We had over 30 listeners, live listeners. I believe 35 live listeners, or 37, I'm not sure. I have to go back and look. I want to thank all of you that listened. Abe, of course, as always, thank you for co-hosting with me last week, sitting in for me. Darren was supposed to, but he didn't make it, so, but it was all good, because I had my good bro Abe Del Rio there. It was great to have him by my side there. Because, I've co-hosted with him too on MNBRT, so he kind of returned the favor. Anyway, and I want to send a special shout out to all my BFRO buddies out there and my adjunct BFRO buddies that are going to be on that segment with Bob Saget tomorrow night. Break a leg, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Anyway, I guess that's all from this end for now. And just want to say thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching my videos. Remember, subscribe above, comment below, and we'll see you later.